quality. GoBob pipe and steel.
Hi folks, good to see you again. It's been a while since we came out with the red Rhino trailer and I talked to you folks about it. I want you to know that we still had all the same wonderful features that make it special. We have the rectangular tubing construction, we have the beam going all the way to the neck, we have the torsion tube and the ground stabilizers on the ramps. But you know, over the last few years, a lot of you have made suggestions to us that might make our trailers even better. And so we've got some things to show you today that I think you're really gonna like, that'll save you time and make you money. First thing I wanna talk about is this name right here, the HydraSled. The HydraSled is a trademark name with a patent pending for the type of hydraulic dovetail trailer that we build. Now this is different than any other hydraulic dovetail trailer that you've seen. And since it's patent protected, I don't think you're gonna find it anywhere else but on a red Rhino. Instead of using pins to pull in and out to lock your dovetail into the travel position, we actually use a hydraulically controlled sled, and it runs off the same hydraulics that operate the dovetail itself. Here's something different. Now, I'm almost 60 years old, and one thing I hate is cranking that trailer. We have hydraulic jacks available for our trailers that you raise and lower them just like this. Just a simple flip of the switch, and I can lift this trailer off my truck if it was fully loaded. You know, this is something interesting in itself. Any other trailer that did not have the rigidity of a red Rhino, you couldn't lift one leg. It couldn't stand on one leg. This side of this trailer would be nearly to the ground if this was any other trailer but a red Rhino. Each jack will lift 12,000 pounds, so together they'll lift 24,000 pounds, which should be anything that you might have on the trailer. It's completely self-contained, and it has its own battery and hydraulic system, so it doesn't interfere with the hydraulic dovetail. This option is available on trailers that are not hydraulic dovetails as well. We can put it on any of the trailers that we build. What's different about the HydraSled? I'm sure all of you are familiar with hydraulic dovetails. Some of you may own one. And if you own one, you probably have a locking device that either uses pins or you pull a lever and the blocks hold it up. If you have the one that has pins, you've probably sheared the pin in the past. If you have the one that has blocks, you know that if the back end's not loaded and you're going down the highway, you hit a bump, it's gonna flop up and bang down and cause all kinds of noise and racket and make you nervous. So what we did with the HydraSled, there's actually a sled built out of heavy rectangular tubing that runs inside of the main beams, these two beams right here. And this sled retracts up into the trailer when you want to raise or lower the tail. When you're ready to go transport, it extends and actually bridges the hinge area. So you have more support and there's no flop to it. And it's almost impossible to tear it up. Let me show you what I mean. In this toolbox here contains our remote control. It also contains our battery power, our hydraulic pump, and our reservoir. Everything is self-contained right here. Doesn't matter where you are, you can operate this thing. This is the hinge area, and we'll show you here in a minute exactly what this sled looks like underneath. But what I'm gonna do right now, I'm going to retract the sled so that I can raise and lower the dovetail. It's this simple. In just a second. Okay, she's retracted. Now, I want to run equipment up on the back end of this trailer. This simple. Okay, I'm ready to drive up on it now. Now, the advantages of a hydraulic dovetail are that You can load it all the way to the back because you don't have to leave room to flip the ramps over. Plus, it's a lot easier to do. But you're wondering, okay, what can I really load back here? Well, since it'll lift 10,000 pounds and hold 10,000 pounds, you can load about anything that you want. Even if you have a tractor that weighs more than that, part of the tractor sitting on this part of the deck, the rest of it back here, it's going to lift it up, and that operates like this. While I'm waiting for this to come up, we have a grease cert about every 6 inches so you can keep this hinge greased up. Okay, I've raised it. Now we need to lock it in place so that it's safe to go down the highway. All I have to do is push the out button. Okay, I'm ready to get in my truck and go. That's all there is to it. Folks, I've got a couple other options that are available on Red Rhinos now that I think you'll like. One of them is the Underbody Tool Box. We can put as many of these on there, your trailer, as you want. These are water resistant. Now, don't forget, we have the industry largest toolbox that comes standard with them, but if you want some of these, they're available. This particular one houses the brake actuator for electric over hydraulic brakes. As you know from watching our other information, we only use Dexter. We feel Dexter's, it's an American-made product. It's the best. You can get parts for them anywhere, and no other actual manufacturer comes close to handling with their warranty issues like Dexter does. But inside this box is a good way to store your actuator. On the other side of the trailer, we have our controls for the hydraulic dovetail. Another option that I really like are the sliding ratchet straps. These ratchets, we can put as many on a trailer as you like. The track comes in 6-foot sections, and you see this particular trailer has about 8 or 10 of them on it, and we've covered just about every inch of the trailer. It allows you to keep your straps stored on the ratchet, so you don't have to roll them up and throw them in a toolbox every time. And because they're on a sliding track, you can move them exactly where you want them. You know, the thing about a Red Rhino trailer is this. We're not a cookie cutter manufacturer. We don't have these big assembly lines that, you know, this is what you get and you don't have any choices. Red Rhino, each trailer is handcrafted, and we can do about anything on it you could dream up, and we have.
When you go Bob, you go quality. Go Bob Pipe.